we're gonna look for reference pictures first of Mr.Bag. Alright, Mr.Bag, Trevor Henderson. I think this is the original one. Well, let's just open it. This is a more recent one. Let's see, this one I like. It's pretty far from the... Oh god, the Trevor Henderson wiki. What a cursed place. I guess they host the images, so I'm not gonna complain. So it does have some, like, two bag-like arms. Let's see. Yeah, it does, but like a very long neck. Oh. That's not original, but it's fine. Yeah, I guess we can make it pretty towering. I don't know how tall we'll make them. First we need to look for a reference picture. Oh, this is what I was looking for. So, yeah, it's like the dead boy that lives in there is trapped in the upper part here, and the rest is just bags. Wrapped up bags. Brave Love Nito, yeah, that's true. So, first things. I'm gonna close a bunch of things. Okay. Here, that's what I wanted. Big roll. We're gonna look for pictures from the maybe late 70s, 80s, something like that. This is the vibe I want to go for. Suburban US. So maybe like suburban, and we look for pictures from 1968 should do to 1990. Specifically for something color. I like the color images better for this. And let's see if we find something good. Find home in San Antonio. I'd like a bit more of a regular home. You know, like the prototype US home. You know the one. Look at this. Like this from the floor is what I want. That's the vibe I want. And this kind of picture with that sort of washed out color is the key. Oh, this is good. Right, a backyard. Classic. Kind of broken down, but I think it can pass. It's like very American. Freddy, hey, how are you doing? Is that your Discord name? Oh, get in his... Oh, sorry. Because my chat is not showing the thing. Hey, you got a Discord, well. Oh yeah? Hold on, give it to you. You've been saving for a while. Doing good, mate. Hold on. You're on the server, are you? Hold on. I'll find you... the settings part. Well, if you want a Discord world, you gotta hop onto the Discord. Otherwise, I'm not finding you. I'm finding a bot shredder, but not Freddy. Hold on. There you go. Got a link. You're joining with the cool exclusive role, so yeah, Shred, it's been a while. I'm glad you're coming by. Okay, I got you. So you join. So now I'm gonna give it to you. Bam, you got a cool queen name. You can choose the rest of the roles in the welcome tab. Like choose your pronouns and again, so like artist roles or a there's one that will notify you when people stream. So if you want to get pinged by then. Oh, look at a tent. Junkyard. This is a very cool picture, very colorful. Art Deco, oh my god. Are you guys okay in America? What is this? That's a bathtub, folks. That is what I call a bathtub. It is literally a bathtub, isn't it? There's no other way to see it. No, we aren't. I can see that. Oh, this is a very good postcard. Sorry, since I'm doing postcards for the Patreon, I'm kind of like on the lookout for this kind of like cool stamps and that kind of thing. We got some pretty crazy lantern models. Yeah, I can see that. But I'm specifically looking for a very 70s looking pic that has this kind of color. Something like this. You got a 70s camera, then you're welcome to give me that suburban. What a liminal, oh my god, this must be the most liminal space picture, right? Gosh, this is so unnerving, it's creepy, it's too blue and too weird. Feels like a Teletubbies world. Or something like that. This is a good picture. Hold on, I'm saving this. And I'm posting it to the Discord. And what I want you guys to do while I'm streaming is send it to the Twitter accounts for Liminal Spaces, because they would be all over that shit. They would love it there. Post it to like Meme Chamber or something. Feel free to post it over there. It looks so fake. Well, sometimes I have to tell you the story of how the Virgin matron of my village. What? Inside a ghost boat? That's very good. You gotta tell me, yeah? God, those glasses. Oh, here's another. That same picture again. Oh, that's a cool postcard as well. Oh, it's a postcard. This is a postcard. Imagine buying this for someone. This is a good picture. Nice farm. And this one is good too. I really like the vibe and the color. I guess it's not suburban enough. It's more rural. This too. Village of tents. And over here I think we've run out of interesting ones. Yeah, there's just aerial pictures. Okay, suburban, backyard maybe? Backyard. And we do, oh, we might get some good pictures here. Gonna do again, late 60s to 90s. Oh. Let's see, there we go. We got a lot of black and white ones. This is good. Very well kept backyard, as the name says. But I love the color of the picture. All that sort of purple tone in the shadows. That's very old school. I like it. People playing basketball. Oh, some plants. Again, that red in the shadows is very cool. Oh, this is beautiful. This is like the exact description of a US home. I've been to the US and I spent the... I went to like a family's house and took me in. And it was exactly like this. It was like the suburban house. Like all the others, I mean, it's not like I got the lucky one. And it wasn't the perfect suburban home. They were all like that. Oh, with the mailboxes. God, that's so American. It's a good one as well. It's more like city, yeah. I'd also like something that looks a bit empty. This looks good actually, because here you can hide him in the shadows and it would be... And it looks pretty American as well. It's not like suburban, but I think it would fit. It's a bit maybe too in shadow, like just a bit too much. It's a good option though. What are you doing to this big rose? Okay. That answers the question. Okay, let's see. Again with the pig roast, God, they really documented that event. Some good ones here, but black and white, and I'd rather have something in color. I really like that early color look. Okay, let's maybe choose something from the ones we have, because we've saved a few. This one is very good. This one is just like model backyard. I love it. This one's a bit more boring, right? It's not... It doesn't have as an interesting place for composition or anything. The colors are not as interesting as the like very green ones here. Similar there. This one's a bit too dark. This one I really like. This one is probably one of the good options. I'm just gonna get the good options to the front. This one is just a postcard I like. And we're done. Okay. So, it's one of these two. I think I'm gonna go with this. It's just a bit more interesting. Slightly better. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I guess I should change the stream information. It's babbling. So, depicting all local folklore. No, just gonna change it to Mr.Bag. I don't know how to write anymore. Mr. There we go. Stream info updated. I need to fix up my OBS, because it is doing weird things today. Maybe it's just one of those things where next time I run it, it'll be fine. But it's been pretty annoying, like not showing me any of the follows or any of the points, rewards. Oh, I guess I added a Teach Me a Word in Spanish reward. I forgot to make a little icon for it. I usually make icons. Gotta remember to do that. Also, what would be a good long-term reward like we had before? Make an edit on MS Paint, which we just did last stream. We had, what was the other one? VTuber, which we also, you guys also achieved. And gaming stream. What could be the next? Something that people could put their points into. Because right now I feel that everybody's gonna save so many points. You guys are gonna, I don't know, do something evil. I need to stop you from that. Where's this picture? I copied it well, did I? Strange. Okay, my second option is reverse Google search. To get the fractal curse. And how am I supposed to give you the fractal curse? Might I pick for you? Oh, yeah, that would be great. If you can post it to... Maybe, if you don't mind other people using it, to sacrificial altar, or if it just for me, just DM it to me on Discord, if you don't mind. Still not finding this. This is frustrating. Did I delete that picture? Not here, is it? Or is the Library of Congress being a dumb website again? Can be very annoying. Yep, it's not loading. Come on. Nothing. Not giving me anything. So I guess I'll have to download it from here, but they won't let me do the original, which sucks. Something sacrificial altar. Okay, let me see. Oh, that'd be a good one. It's very nice to make it look eerie and stuff. Hold on, let me open it here so you guys can see it. It is more 70s looking. You know what, I like this. I think I might use this. Good too, thank you very much. Because you can have it like just lurking here. It's gonna be a bit small, but I like lurking in the background picture is nice. Okay, Shreddy, you have a good gaming day, night, evening. Thanks for coming by. Okay, let me give it another try to find this one. Because Picroll has this thing where you try to download the high resolution image, they'll make you pay. And honestly, I don't mind paying them from time to time, but it's stupid because they're not even hosting the images. They're images from other sites. They're images from Library of Congress. The thing is, usually you'll find them if you look for them in Library of Congress or wherever. But in this case, it's not appearing. Maybe Tina has the solution. See you, Freddy. Oh, there it is. Library of Congress. It popped up. How strange. Let's see if it's true. Maybe the link is dead or something. Maybe they deleted it. It would be strange. I don't know. It could happen. It hasn't happened before though. It is taking a while to load, which is making me concerned. Let's see. Nothing there. This one? Not loading. Would be weird. Maybe the original owner asks them for... If I just look for the file... Oh! I got it directly instead of going to the site. I just clicked on the file and there it is. Okay, we got it. It's hacker moments. Bypassing their security. Okay. Well, we got a real 70s picture. And you really can't beat the real thing. Because not only the picture looks aged, but everything looks from that time. Like this windows with the green, I don't know, the sprinkler, everything. It looks 70s. It just has that look. Maybe if you put it in a more modern light, I won't say that, but it just feels like that. It's a good pick. Okay, so first up, gonna do a copy here. I don't think we need to remove any objects from the background. I think it's good as it is. Let's try to get a pencil or something. Do a little test. Where should we hide the guy? Because it's true that this is like pure daylight. This is the middle of the day. So if you just put it standing here, it would be boring. Like, hey, how you doing? Sorry, like this. Hi. Not threatening at all. Good days of missing spooks in it. So, okay, one option. Here, behind this corner. And we have him gonna pop up from here. Like, hi. Or it's just standing menacingly but in the shadow, which is would help things probably. Does it have little legs? It'd be legs. Behind the tree could also be just painting a little family of them, I guess. Whoa, I didn't want to do that. Oh, I'm painting on the layer. I'm stupid. That's fine. I'm just standing there menacingly. Here, right? It would kind of be hard to fit. Well, I guess the long neck would fit in the middle here. I think the house on the left. You mean like this, right? Might be more visible there. Because, okay, this is kind of I guess worse Waldo type of horror. We're not just painting the guy right in front of us. Like, hey, I'm here, covering half of the frame. Hi. We're kind of hiding him a little bit. A night scene might be work better for this. Kind of going back and forth here. What a nice guy. Yeah, it's I guess it is like a little kid that died, right? That's in there. So it probably has like kind of the mind of a little kid. That's what I imagine about him. Which kind of makes it a little bit scarier, but also a little bit more endearing. I don't know. Bagman selfie. I bet they have barbecues with the neighbors in the weekend. Absolutely. I'm going back here. This other one is also full daylight. I think it would be kind of hard to find a picture like this at night time. I mean, there were none in the ones we looked for. At most, kind of dusk, but what if we look for an interior as well? Just go. I want to cover my options because putting the Bagman there, it's gonna be fairly easy. We just find some bag images. We kind of push them together, and something will come out. So I wanna look for a good background. I'd look for basement. I think there's a picture of him in the basement, right? So it would fit. We're gonna do 19 again, 60s to 1990 or something like that. And hold on, I'll push it to 70. Basement museum. That's pretty cool. Cluttered little room. An oven in the basement. Trevor's upside down face. You mean like the kind of hide and seek horror picture where you gotta find them? Suburbs at night. Yeah, they do have that feel. Got a basement here, but it looks like from a large building, like more of a house basement. Yikes. Like the Confederate guy, right? Robert E. Lee. Okay, that's all a bunch of black and white. Okay, I need to find these pictures. Maybe filter out the year. They are from 79. I can't. Need to keep them in. We'll just scroll past. Confederate general. Yeah. Love keeping a museum at that guy's house. Finally have rolled out of bed. What you making? We're doing Mr.Bag, Trevor Henderson creature. You might know him from, hold on, this guy. So we're looking for pictures that kind of fit the suburbs in the year 1970 something or 1980 something in America. And maybe like a basement or something. We're looking for something that gives us a creepy enough aura. I mean, this is cool, but it's more of a, yeah, barn. More than a house basement. It's a creepy house. Very nice. Oh god, look at that. How ugly is that? Yeah, I love that. Edgar Allan Poggers. Hold on, I got it too, because someone gifted me a sub to Nico Doodle. Edgar Allan Poggers. What is this? Favorite toilet. Oh my god, I'm gonna put this in my house. Amazing. There's like a whole suite of pictures. I want this to be my bathroom. Oh my god. Oh boy. Suddenly Edgar Allan Poggers. Yeah, I would invest in a toilet like that. I think you'll sell. Mind blast your ass. I love it. Okay, let's see if we find a good basement. A good creepy basement. It doesn't have like weird toilets or whatever this is. I guess it's a home of a wood carver. But the pipes are very ominous. I don't know. Something ominous about this. Let's see, I like color. Thing is, since there's a time where color and black and white pictures coexist a lot. God, what's up with this bust? It's every few pictures you see it. Yeah, so there's a time where they coexist. Sometimes they'll just clutter up your searches if you're looking for that specific, like, 70s, 60s era. Freak a little bust. Okay, I think this is going out of... Oh, what a room. Amazing. So like suburbs at night would also really fit the bill here. Would work well. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Oh, these pictures are good. I really love this kind of color where the picture is a little bit faded and the darks really get that purple tint. Very cool. Oh, I recently got... so my sister got a USSR era camera. Like it said made in the USSR. And recently got it working back again, so we got some film and went out to shoot, and it was very cool because there were like light leaks and, you know, it's like slightly broken. It looks very nice. Let me see if I can find them. I don't know if I saved them on here. If I did, I'll show you. They should be up here if there are. No, I guess I didn't save them, unfortunately. But if I find them later, I'll post them on the Discord, because they were very cool. You can always color with gradient maps. Just all the houses have the same color. Yeah, but the pictures look very cool. Really enjoyed them. So basement is not a no-go. We can look for... Here, like night and suburbs might get us something, but... It's unlikely though. I still need to strain it to that era. Weird pictures. What is that? Ominous. Okay, no, that's not a lot. So we'll just go with our first option, which is this guy. And we just need to find a place to put Mr.Bag in. Yeah, a colored picture will always look colored. It's pretty much impossible to make it look like it was a color picture. It'll always look like a colorized thing. Which is not bad by itself, it's another look. I don't think it's bad, but I'd rather just use a color picture. It's basically you're tripling your work if you do that. Okay, so I just painted a bunch of little Mr.Bags here just to get an idea for the composition. I'm really giving him, what's the name of Big Hero 6 proportions? So this prompt I wrote for the Dollhouse Effect UK. They're gonna try and find a view from an airplane of a British suburb in the 70s or something. I mean, your best bet is Picroll, like anything, but I found a good aerial picture of suburbs before. So if you go to Picroll, filter by like 1970 from 1980 or 1990, sorry, and look for suburbs. There's a very good picture from the sky, which looks fairly American, but I mean, it might be the only thing you get, so better that than nothing. Swiping from the tree like a monkey. I like that. Mr. Beanbag. Baymax, is that his name? Yeah. Very bad at names. Oh, cut down like... it might be a bit far away, the picture I'm thinking of. You might find something, I don't know. It's a bit hard with, especially if you want to look for both old and aerial. Might be a hard combination to find. Well, we can have Mr.Bag just hanging out there, saying hi to us, and I don't know how his legs work. How do legs work? The shape is really appealing, yeah, it is. And I guess the best places for me so far are here. Just throwing a bean. you get the idea. Bean guy. Also, we might just make it a bit taller, because he's a pretty tall guy. I guess, is there a canonical explanation? I guess Trevor doesn't really do a lot of canon, just off the top of his head, but is there an explanation for what's being in the bag? I know that there's a dead kid in here, like making the neck of the bag, but is there like other people in there? Or is it just bags all the way down? I was imagining more of a slug at the bottom. Let me try to find. Let's go look for references again, because I think it does have legs. So look, the drawing that's behind him has legs, and here he drew it more like a slug, which is also cool. I like that feel. That looks cool for the bottom. Yeah, I might do this slug. Here's the other one I was thinking of. Is Mr.Bag kind of drippy? I guess so. Kind of like an old plastic bag that you're just going out to throw it out and it starts dripping, and it's the most disgusting thing. Yeah. A lot of rubbish, I think it said. Okay. Big slimy trash bag, indeed. Where's this? Okay, thank you. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go with a more amorphous, instead of like perfectly drawing some legs. I guess it doesn't have a very set in stone form, so I think there's a lot of creative liberty there. So I think more of a slug-like shape would be nice. I'd like it to be a little bit taller though. Now looking at that reference picture where he's like really tall. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I didn't change this. Yeah, I basically changed the bottom here. Trash doesn't have feet. It's not a ghost. Moist, radiant. Thank you for bringing that beautiful word into our vocabularies today. Yo, Fia, how does it? Is that how you pronounce it? Anyway, how does it feel to have Mr. Junji Ito see your work? I think I was impressed by it too. I really love that piece, by the way. If you guys didn't see it, Junji Ito did a video where he reacts to a bunch of creatures from both Trevor and other people from Twitter, including Fia here. And it's very heartwarming because I know a lot of these people, and seeing the excitement was amazing. I would immediately die if Junji Ito said that about my work. It's like all the things he said to me, I would die. Surreal, yeah, I get that. The cinema is roll. Yeah, it's just such a sweetheart. I love his cat diary. It's just him vibing with his cats while using his like classic horror imagery, like very recognizable style, just to represent his cats. It's very cute. I recommend it if you like Junji Ito's work. Also, if you've seen my fractals, you probably recognize the very obvious reference from Uzumaki. Okay, like maybe a long arm like this that links to something. So I maybe this is me editorializing how I want Mr.Bag to be, but he's a kid in there, right? So I'd like him to have kind of a childish demeanor and then kind of position. So I don't know, maybe we kind of like, maybe it's still the mind of a kid in there. So I would imagine him kind of clumsily walking. That's why I'm drawing him like with the head drooping down a little or hang into things. I don't know. I want to draw him like that for some reason. Ito is indeed a treasure. My first and favorite is Bug Boy. Logo is from... Yeah, okay. My favorite is Uzumaki. Really. Also, maybe Amigar fault. Because it's classic, it's very good, and it's my first... It's the first one I saw. I think a lot of people as well. The first one I saw from Junji Ito. So it does keep that kind of feeling. I don't know. That first reaction you get is very memorable, I think. It's your druid, won't give him flaming horns. Hell yes, let's give him flaming horn. Actually, I just made him better. I'm gonna tell Trevor. Hey Trevor, you know why I just made him better? I'm just giving him flaming horns. How cool is that? The creepiest part of Uzumaki is the chapter with the pregnant ladies. Oh, mosquitoes, right? Yeah. I really enjoyed the one the one where the guy turns himself into a spiral and you just see him like rolled up. That's a very striking one that I still remember a lot. The one where... Gosh, there was one with a spiral like inside the ear. I remember that one being really creepy as well. And... Gosh. And I really love the ending, where it goes like ape shit. I'm not gonna spoil it. Please read Uzumaki, everyone. I'm just gonna write it in chat if you... I don't know if anyone read it. Uzumaki, read it. Because it just kind of escalates and escalates and escalates, and it just goes ape shit at the end. And it's so good. And that's what I want to do with my Fractal series, it's just escalation. I'm trying to space it, but it's hard. I just want to go ape shit, guys. Someone stop me, I'm gonna go ape shit. Second chapter is year 1. Yeah, I love that one. Snail Boy, oh, that's a good one as well. Pocket launcher guitar. Exactly, just gonna make him better. I like this pose. What do you guys think? It's a bit... It's a little bit childish, maybe? I'm kind of giving him more childlike proportions on purpose. And a very non-intimidating... Because his shape by itself is intimidating, right? So I like that. I like to contrast that with a more naive pose. Like it's just... He's just walking around the neighborhood confused because he's a kid. I don't know, that's what I want to go for, I think. Little Siren Head sitting on his shoulder. Now with the obvious, the superior cryptid. It's what the one we should add, and it's of course Mock, a little running guy. Hold on, just running over here. I made the legs too big. He's running away. Very scared. By the way, wait, how many? We're at 13 subscribers. At 2 more subscribers, we're getting a mock emote. That's gonna be fun. All apocalypses in horror, when done right. Yeah, absolutely. I love a good build up to them though. I can play together. Baby bag. Someone pitched that to Trevor. I'm sure he would make it. That sounds like something he would do. Okay, that's our baseline here. We're gonna start looking for textures. My usual method, my usual way of doing things is first looking for a base, like maybe in the, for example, in the one I did before here, I first use a statue and a robe as a base for the ghost. And rat seeds. Thank you. Oh, you regifted too. Hold on. Adloon, it was you. Loon. Well, thank you very much. We got to 15 then. That's gonna be enough for a second emote, guys. Thank you for the gifted subs, and Chumao Red Seeds, enjoy that, and Cameron, or however that is pronounced. You guys enjoy it. Ding ding ding. Oh yeah. Actually, Loon, you're a cool artist. I'm gonna commission you to do the second emote, if you don't mind. If you're okay for commissions and stuff. Drop me a DM if you are, okay? It's gonna be mock, of course. It's gonna be like this one I got for like level 2. But in a drawn form, a little bit more appealing as an emote. So let me know, okay? If you're interested. Okay. Bagman. Wait, what was I saying about him? Oh, sure. Usually I try to have a base, like a picture I can then modify. But this guy is so special and different. I'm just gonna get a bunch of bags and try to fit them to the shape I've drawn. That's why I focus more on the sketch for this one. So, we're going to the browser. Oh, actually, let's look for them here first. We'll look for trash bag. Try to find some good ones, like this one here. Could be nice. Got a bunch of textures here. Oh, here's a very nice texture. Perfect. How about this? What is that? Oh, it's not loading. Don't leave me like this. Trash doesn't give me as much. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's just a guy wearing a trash bag, but the textures might be useful as well. It's gonna be well lit, indeed. So yeah, we need... This one should work, because they are well lit as well. For the shadows, we can probably use this. And this in general, we can just light it up as needed. Let's try these spheres at first, see how they work. By the way, let me find a good name for this and save it so I don't forget. It's gonna be Mr.Bag. Okay then. I kind of want it to be one continuous trash texture. So I'm just gonna pick from each bag, isolate the texture, and then just use that to build that up. Let's Ctrl J to separate into a new layer, and we're gonna do it like that. Oh shit, subs! Yeah, you got a sub. You'll have, well, for now you have the Pog emote with Hellkite. But soon you'll have another cool emote, because I think at 15 we do get a second emote at last. Oh, Queen, you have to go. Have a good day. Hell yeah. Get your Pog kites in chat. I love Pog kites. Okay, I think this one's gonna go nicely around the body like this. Or maybe we can even flip. No, because the light is gonna look weird. Gotta keep the orientation of the light, more or less. Like, I don't mind for smaller textures switching it over because it's not gonna be noticeable. Just crinkly bits like that. It's not noticeable, but. And here I am, like a dumbass, using the eraser when I'm always preaching about non-destructive editing. There we go. Now I'm using a layer mask, so you guys can't fault me. The layer Control J had evolved into my new form. Indeed, it's a useful one. Or Control Shift J also. To just cut a hole into something and separate it into a new one. It's a useful one as well. Okay, let's get this. Okay, let's keep getting more. I think this one should be useful. We got a little bit of shadow here as well. So it might be nice for maybe to do a corner or something, give it a bit more volume. Oh, I should have done Control J to layer mask instead. Yeah, do you use Photoshop, by the way? I figured you'd use a different editing program. Does that work? Does Photoshop work well for you? So if so, how do you achieve your that very ink manga style? Is it through filters or do you use brushes that approximate that? I used to use PS, okay. Okay, so I'm putting the shadow part here, because since it's more or less touching the house there, it makes sense that it's a little bit more in shadow. Yeah, because if I did more drawing, I would definitely switch over to Clip Studio or any alternative. I'm kind of stuck with Photoshop because for photo editing, it's you really got nothing better. You starting to have Affinity, which is a pretty good competitor, but it's pretty new and it's still like adding a lot of features that I consider basic. I can't really live without on here. So for now, I did pay for Affinity, so I have it, but I haven't used it a lot. Maybe I'll use it for more regular editing, like when I have some pictures, regular pictures to edit, just to get used to the UI and stuff. For backgrounds, it was more complicated doing random keyboard shortcuts in the channels. And you have a better method than in Clip. I guess it's more made for that, right? Okay, this one should go nicely for the foot. I think I'm gonna need to add some more complexity. This would go nicely as a base, but it's probably not interesting enough by itself. Need to add more crinkles. can I keep doing this? No, it's fine. This is a bit too in shadow though, to make the foot. I wanted to make the front of the foot, but maybe with some levels it'll look right. So let's put it on for now, and let's hope for the best. Okay, we got this thing on here. Yeah. Let's mask it out. I was thinking of maybe just removing it entirely, because that would be less work. And I'm a lazy bastard. Your backgrounds are from photos, right? How much is hand-drawn or edited manually? Sorry if I ask too much. I really love your art style, so I was just wondering. This doesn't do wide enough, but I think it'll be fine. Because one of the things I wanted to do was, hold on, actually darkening this, because they don't look black enough, and this much nicer, for example. So if I do this, maybe it'll be easier to fit things. I'll have to add some stuff on top, but hopefully it'll be fine. Okay, so I want something that's in light, like this. It's pretty well lit up. Just gonna copy and again do Control J. Delete layer mask here. There we go. Okay, I'll put it on top of this. Flip. Can match the curvature of the bag. Yeah, I'm still gonna have to add a bunch of things to kind of match things together, but for now I want to cover the whole body if possible. So, back to the bags. Let's find one that works well for the head. I think this one maybe? I like my radio, probably. Thank you for the follow. Okay, I think this might work for the head. Might be a good fit. I'm gonna need to flip it and maybe remove some of the shadows back there, but hopefully it'll do well. Oh, hold on. There we go. That makes sense. Do manga artists do the same thing? Because, I mean, you really nailed that look. So I wonder if they also use pictures like that sometimes for backgrounds. I have no idea how the process is. I guess it must be becoming more digital with time. That's way too dark. Some do. Yeah, it definitely didn't shock me. To the point where the first time I saw you, I thought you were actually like a manga. You were actually doing manga, which you are in a way, but you know what I mean. Like, I thought you'd be one of the classic ones that people know about. You know, it just turns out you're just really good at what you do. By the way, for people who might be confused about what we're talking about, check this out. Check out Fias comic, it's amazing. It's so good. Also, did your birthday? Because balloons just popped up in my screen. Hold on, you gotta let us know. Okay, we need something for the hands here. Master of tricks and traps. You tricked us. How dare you trick us? Oh, okay. And happy birthday. I had no idea. Hope you had a good day. Oh yeah, everybody follow Fians. Fantastic. Oh, I think I got it. I'm kind of repeating textures here, but I shouldn't mind. Choose the tricks and traps. Okay, about that line about tricking people just reminded me of something I read today. Did you guys hear about the story of the Angels of Mons, I guess, or Mons? Which is a story in the First World War, in which stories about soldiers, British soldiers, claiming a bunch of angels showed up in the middle of the battlefield and helped the English, like, turn the tide against the Germans. A bunch of these stories circulated, and it turns out it all comes from a writer slash journalist who did a story in the I guess in the style of a report, in a kind of realistic style, talking about soldiers that saw the ghosts of English medieval soldiers, medieval archers, kind of fighting back against the Germans. And it was a fictional story, absolutely, but he published it like that in a style that was pretty like a report, maybe, right? And people believed him. And the guy regretted the rest of his life that his biggest work was spreading a rumor that then people like escalated into angels. So I really felt that, because I really kind of feel like that when people believe me too much. What a lad. Yeah, the Angels of Mons, or of Mons. I don't. It's yeah. Okay, it was in. Where was it? Hold on. Angels. I don't know if it was France. Belgium. It was in Belgium. Sorry. So yeah, it must be Mons. So here's the original story about the ghosts of archers helping the British. And Arthur Machen just wrote about that. And then churches actually started spreading it in their sermons, saying it was angels that helped the British, and it just kind of snowballed into a huge story that people believed. So yeah, when I feel like this guy, when I see that damn mushroom skull in some blog for conspiracy theories, or in Reddit Today I Learned or something like that. But I was reading about it because I knew about the story a little bit, but I was reading about it because I'm probably gonna get a commission based on it for a small artist doing an album, for an album cover. So yeah, another album cover. I prayed for it and it came. Okay, I think that kind of works for the hand. Okay, I want to do something. So I'm gonna apply layer mask, smart objects, and then little puppet warping, because I want the tip of the hand to kind of bend where the there we go. Should make it a little bit more realistic. And I know it doesn't look good now. Don't worry, we'll make it look good. It is flattering in a way, but in another way, it's kind of like it escaped you. It's not your story anymore, and you don't have control over how people present it. So if they present it as, oh, check out this cool artist's work, or even if they believe it a bit too much, but they say, oh, it was this guy, and then still point and say it was this guy, right? It's still, that's good. But at the point where it kind of escapes you and people start spreading it as facts and just disconnecting it from you at all, so people don't have the context needed to know it's just a piece of art, it's kind of frustrating for me, because it's kind of what I don't want people to take away. It's like come out scared of mushrooms or something. Exactly. Okay, so I talk about this skull because it was my most retweeted and almost like spread piece of art. And a part of it, and a lot of the reactions I got, is people believing it. And most of them believing it, but saying, "Oh, I believe this for a minute. That's very good." But I really like those kind of comments, because that is flattering. Because I said I believed it, but then I looked at the context, so I even Googled it, and I realized, oh, I'm dumb. It's just a piece of art. But then I got people like reposting it to iFunny or stuff like that as a fact. Which got a ton of reactions on iFunny. I was not able to take it down, and there were people quote tweeting it, saying things like, "This is why you shouldn't wear your masks," because I knew someone I knew. What was the story? Someone I knew had his mask for too long, and he developed a sinus infection with fungi and stuff. It was like a ridiculous stretch to sell some anti-masker bullshit, and that really made me angry. It's neat art. Thank you for the follow. I think I retweeted that one publicly, because I was like, bullshit, shut up. That was, yeah. But this one, a lot of people believed. And it really says a lot about how eager are people to just believe whatever that is thrown at them. Because it's so simple, if you see my art, to do the simplest check of saying, is this fake? And it's just looking at the username, says art. Okay, first sign. If you look at my profile, it says, literally says my pictures I edited. If you look a little bit more, you'll find a bunch of similar things like that, and me doing streams with Photoshop, and it's just obvious after a minute, but people don't do even that basic research before sharing it as fact, which is kind of discouraging a little bit, because I don't know, you expect a little bit better from people. My masks were too long. I'm a kid with trash bags. So for the not realistic stuff like this, thankfully I won't get comments believing it. But for example, there's been some stuff that, even as unrealistic as it seems, people still kind of fell for it even for a minute. For my bug stories, so this one I'm gonna show in a minute. So this one was a shipwreck, right? It's these three pictures. Some people actually commented like it's a real thing and say, "Oh, is this real? Where was this found? I can't find any more information." I'm like, dude, read the room. But I wasn't expecting, for example, this one for people to find real. And for those that didn't see them, hold on, let me find it. Where is it? The mushroom skull is this one. Just for context. Yeah, people will believe whatever they want to believe at the end of the day. It's kind of sad sometimes. You would just want to share a cool piece of art with them. Okay, that should do it. Okay, so we have a basic shape made out of trash bags. Actually, I'm gonna put this in screen, and I'm gonna, there we go. Trevor had a PSA about non-escape just being real. Yeah. Because I think a lot of it is not Trevor himself, but the people that use his work to amplify and and tell scary stories on YouTube. So and it must be super frustrating for Trevor. I know it would be for me. To not only have your work kind of being taken advantage of in a way, but yeah, having to be presented in such a way where you have no control over it. I guess might be me projecting, but from what I know of Trevor, it's not something very nice for him. Thank you, Loon. Well, for now it's just looking like a bunch of trash bags with little connection, but we'll get there. Slowly but surely. Okay, so there's a few things I need to fix up. The connection between these two bags, this looks good. The arms look good in my opinion. The connection here with the head doesn't look too good. And this part here looks like trash. Haha. So, let's open this back up. Remove the layer mask. Now let's find something that goes here. Which, it would be nice if it had a shadow that I can put here, like this. Maybe this here. Yeah, this could be nice. We have a part that is in shadow. Let's try that. If it doesn't work, we can always try something else. Control J. Can I have your opinion for a future name? Sure. Shoot me. Let me know. Kala, are you making more stuff like the gnomes, or is it one-off little projects? Because if you're making more, I'm all for it. That was really cool. Trash clown? You're doing? That's good. That's good. Happy to hear. Trash clown or circus barrel? Okay. Gotta give me a bit more context. What is this creature? Tell me about it. Trash Clown has an instant punch. It does. Old clown-headed covers for trash cans. Okay, that's cool. I'll do something with that. I like trash clowns. It is instantly recognizable. Clash clown trash. Oh. That looks a bit better. Okay, now a little transition here would be nice. Best friend ignorance clash. Then that's even better. Because you can insult them as well. Isn't there one in Local 58 episode? I don't remember. It's been so long since I watched them. Gotta watch them again, actually. Okay, so I want something with horizontal, like, wrinkles. Wrinkles, sorry. Wrinkle is the sound. I guess this would do, even though it's a repeated texture. I'll actually just pick it from here. Barrel of clowns. Yeah, what's hiding inside? Okay, how do we feel about this Mr.Bag so far? I do want to texture it a little bit more so it's more complex. So I like the texture in this part here. This area. But this area seems a little bit flat. So I think it needs a bit more interesting spots. Maybe I can take this again. Flip it. Just for... It looks a bit different. Like this. Makes me want to watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space. What a good movie. A masterpiece. He seems chubby. Yeah, I kind of want him a little bit chubby. Because it comes back to the childlike proportions. I think chubby, like slightly chubby like this, gives that a little bit of that innocent feel, I guess. Okay, have you grouped all this up? Yeah. Bring up the sketch. I think this is a sketch. No. Okay. This sketch here, I'm gonna make it... Oh. I'm gonna make it white, so I can see what we sketched. I like the shape of the neck better in this sketch, so I'm gonna... just from here. I'm gonna cut that down a little bit. Bring it closer to that proportion. I like the arms better in this version than the sketch, I think. It's pretty cool how you ended up doing it in broad daylight. So I tried to find other pictures, but at the end of the day, this was the most 70s thing I could find. So we'll, at the end, when we have everything done, we'll just put it through a filter, like a filter through everything. And maybe like darken things a little bit, make it a bit more gloomy. It should help with the atmosphere. But now this is what we have though. because we can't in other situations we could have done a sky replacement, for example, and changed this to a more gloomy sky, but then these shadows don't make any sense because they're very strong shadows. They're like daylight shadows, clear day, I mean. So that doesn't really fit. I could also like make it look more like it's dusk, but again, the shadows are very clear and it would make sense. So we have to stick with daylight. We can change the colors to make it more eerie though. Thing is, pulling off a monster in broad daylight is quite a bit harder. So we're gonna have to work for it. Kind of drawing the edges a little bit better here so that it'll look semi-transparent or something. Got a little bit of those wrinkles. I would simply hide everything in the shadows. So I mean, we joke, but literally one of the most important things in Photoshop is hiding your Photoshop. Like people call it hiding your Photoshop, literally. It is like a term. So I guess here we're being brave enough to say no, we're not gonna hide our Photoshop. Brave or stupid enough. We'll see. Thankfully, it's not the most high quality picture. It's from an early color photo, so like this is not very detailed, which will help us hide things. We'll add some grain, we'll, you know, you can always hide things, even if it's not in the shadows. I could go all in and add smoke or something, but I'm not gonna go there. Smoke is perfect for hiding. It's even better than shadows, because you don't even have to think. Shadows, you have to think where to put them. Smoke is just, whoop, let me hide this. This doesn't look good. Smoke it is. I don't use it a lot, admittedly, but it is a good technique. Post-processing will save us, definitely. I really feel like that. If you look at the, for example, the one we did before with the folklore. Oh, I guess it's all new people here. So this is what we did at the beginning of the stream. It is the picture in the base is my old grandpa's house that he bought here in Asturias. It's a super old house from the 1760 or something like that. And I'm using it to represent a very old story about that's told in my region, which is about La Huestia. La Huestia is a procession, kind of like a funeral procession of ghosts that go around with lit up bones. So it's like, you can't see it very well here, but it's lit up femurs and tibias and stuff. And they go and pass next to your house every night for the last 7 days of your life, and it means you're about to die. And if you're in the street and see them, it means you're gonna die in 1 year. So better get your papers ready. I don't know, I think it's a very nice story. that probably has a very old origin from Celtic myths. Then it's been Christianized, like everything. It has a long history. It's very cool. Anyway, I wanted to represent that, so there it is. Oh, and what I said. Look at the post-processing here. This is the original, right? And this is the post-processing here. Look at the shadows and stuff. I hid everything. It's a pretty cool folkloric story. Our region has so many beautiful stories like this that I've been thinking for a while I wanted to take advantage of. I actually wanted to do this one I just did. I wanted to do it back in Halloween because this myth is related to the night of Halloween, which, as some of you might know, Halloween, like the American tradition, has its roots on Irish tradition, which in itself is Celtic tradition, and as such in our region, which is Celtic, used to be Celtic, it was not called Halloween, it was called Samhain, or Samhain in English, Samhain or something like that. It is the same night, and it's the night of the living, like the spirits and all that stuff. So I wanted to do that for Halloween, but I missed the deadline, so I'm doing it now. Guess we're halfway to Halloween, aren't we? The Bagman, yes, Mr.Bag, we're doing. Asturias, Cantabria, Galicia are the most beautiful myths. I agree. The Celtic myths are something else. Great job. Sorry, Cryptid. I've doomed you all. There, we're living it like this. Oh, hold on. How nice. Nice little neighbor. All of our myths and legends are creatures that are disguised as birds. Just a bird. I think that's very common. For example, again in my region, the kurusha is the owl, and the raven are very associated with a bunch of different creatures, and often creatures and stuff are hidden as birds. So I wouldn't say we're very different. And also, if the owl sits at next to your house one night and does his cry, that means someone is gonna die in that house. It's an old wives' tale, like one of those old traditions that's still been told today. Valencia, Andalucía, and Castilla. It's like only with this card. That is true, though. I mean, I'm sure Valencia has some cool stuff, though. Yeah, I think it's pretty extended, the one about the owl. Okay, now we need to do a dead kid's face, and that's pretty uncomfortable. Like, how am I gonna do that? I think I'm gonna take a normal kid and just make him very pale. I'm not gonna do dead kid. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna go to browser and I'm gonna look for the original here. Kind of closed eyes. I was thinking like, are the eyes blank or all black? No, they're kind of closed. Hold on, I got so many open things here. Well, we'll deal with them later. Porcelain doll fells. Oh, that's actually very good. I like that. Porcelain doll. Which of those kids do I hate? Come on, how are we gonna make look like a dead? Actually, this kid has closed eyes. I mean, it could work. It's kind of... Oh, that's a very low quality picture though. Bye-bye, kid. Doll. Let's look for porcelain dolls. And let me actually... Let's go to Pixabay here. Okay, a lot of these are very creepy. Baby picker myself. Oh, I got so many. Don't get me started on getting baby pics. Oh, do you guys want to see? Let me open up the good old archive. Let's see what I can find. You'll see me as a kid. 2003. Okay. This is me. Let me see if I can find one with the eyes closed. Actually, you guys are gonna see more of the... This is me, even younger. It's you, but smaller. It is. This one, me? Yeah. I had a really bad haircut. Here's me and my sister dressed in traditional garb from my region. Traditional. It's me. I don't have any with the eyes closed or anything. This one where I look very upset. Look, it's still me. Hold on. Okay, let me close all this. Would this work at all? Hold on. Oh, that might work. Where do you get this one? Whoa! That spooked me. Rocking those wooden shoes. I didn't get wooden shoes, but they're leather. Like the fancy shoes. Would wear in the olden days, I guess. I mean, the thing is, this is pretty small, so... Let me flip it. I think it might work better. Most kids look the same. Search up child's death mask, oh my god. Baby drank the Gatorade. I mean, this one, what I don't like is it doesn't have very defined features. Let's keep this one as a backup. Let's try to find more porcelain dolls. Look at this guy, is upset. Oh my god, they are all so creepy. This makes me uncomfortable. I do not like this. Oh my god, look at this kid. definitely gonna hunt you. I mean, this is... Nightmare. Okay, porcelain. Bit more normal stuff in here. Oh, look at this one. They're sweet and regular. They are not regular. Oh, Sneedart, I'm making Mr.Bag. It is a creature from Trevor Henderson. Oh, did I close it? Oh, here. This one. It is a dead kid that's wrapped in a bag and a bunch more trash bags making a huge body. Kind of slug-like. I don't know, kind of undefined, I'd say. I think it's my favorite creature from Trevor Henderson. Oh my god. Why does this appear? It is painful. Anyway, Mr. Bag. Okay, we don't have a lot here. This is kind of limited. This one is fairly scary. Could be alright. Let's go to third option, Pexels. Found another. Oh, this one is good. This one's a bit too adult though. Are you getting them from places with no copyright? Assuming it's you. Like with you, I assume so, but. Okay, there's nothing here. They're just bringing me cups of coffee for some reason. Okay, we're back to the hellhole here. At least there's only one page, so we don't have a lot to to expose ourselves to. Creepy doll? I mean, yeah, maybe. Oh boy. People are really making some stuff, huh? Oh, this is good. This one is kind of good, actually. It doesn't have like a lot of detail or anything. When we put it in the small size, it's not going to be really visible. What the fuck is that? Yo, can you stop making this kind of dolls? CPR doll. I'm loving all of these, actually. Oh no! Oh my god. This is not a flattering angle for this doll. Oh my. Suffering. And okay, I think the thing that gets me is that it's all tucked in. It's all covered. Okay, this one will actually be alright. I mean, I'm considering especially that we're seeing it at a very small size in the final picture. So, well, so we gotta take that into account. So I'm prioritizing here. Faces are pretty readable, even at a small size. Also making some shadows here. So we'll just give us a better idea of how it will look. Not the best shadow, but just to give us an idea. Paramedicals reminds you of House of Wax. Cryptid, do they still make these kinds of dolls? If so, why? Or follow-up question, why? You mean porcelain dolls or those dummies for CPR, right? I think it's in English. The CPR dolls, they definitely make them because I've used them in my CPR training, so. And they look exactly like that. They all have the same face. I bet they're all made by the same, all in the same place. Okay, we should give it some color. I'm still, this one convinces me a little bit more, but still not entirely sure. I want to give it a little bit of pink. I mean, there's a thriving hunted doll economy in eBay, so definitely has its clients. It has its fans, I guess. We bring in this image, which I guess is our main reference. Hold on. Here. Just gonna. There we go. Check the proportions. Maybe we need to make the face bigger. Although no. Because I guess this Mr.Bag is quite smaller. Because it barely covers the face of the child. But like realistically, this even seems a bit big for the face of a child, doesn't it? I own a porcelain clown doll. Oh no, it definitely is cursed. Okay, maybe I'll bring this up a little bit and make it slightly smaller. And then I just move this. I also might cut things down a little bit around the face and make it look slimmer in that area. Be careful. Yeah, for sure. You're in danger. Okay, does it look a lot like a child, like a doll face? Porcelain doll face? Or are we good on that? Considering it'll be seen at a distance like this. Or even further away. Also, we still haven't blurred anything. Or added any shadows. So it's still definitely not there in terms of integration. But in terms of composition and just the monster itself, the design, the proportions. What do? I mean, you take a picture, definitely. Because then you'll have a lot of retweets on Twitter. I still want to add a little bit more creases like this on the top. So I'll just get this layer, I'll copy, paste it, and okay, I want to do something before I integrate it, and it's kind of turning these creases around so they look like they're adapting to the face hole. Okay, then I do this. Yeah, I think the size here really saves us. I think that helps, definitely. Brings in a little volume. Okay, how do you feel about just the color of the bags? Because I feel like they might be a little bit light. Kind of like this better, although now it looks way darker than the base picture. But we will work on that. So this is everything grouped up. What I want to do is add a levels, just on top to cover everything. And I want to match... Okay, gonna remove this. Gonna add a threshold layer, and it's gonna get very bright, so sorry. And I want to find the darkest point in the image. So right now it's the edge, but removing the edge, okay, here, right? So we're gonna get this, and this here is the darkest. So we need to make the darkest here. Dark as this, it needs to be a little bit lighter. Actually, hold on. I'll do a little something where I merge this. I put it right next here, and that'll help us a lot with determining the darkest points. We'll definitely add some color from the base picture, like some of those greens in the shadows and stuff, so I think we'll be fine with that, Krypton. Me with anything graded map? Put this in luminosity. Oh yeah, that helps. Okay. That's for the darkest parts. And then I'm gonna hide this again. We're gonna do the threshold, just the other way around. Okay. So the brightest area is here. That's not very bright. Not very bright at all. Anyway, we'll go here. And we'll try to match this and this. A little too bright. Okay, so now this I can throw away. And now we have our upper and lower bound for brightest and darkest. Which of course makes things look very kind of boring and very low contrast. But we can increase the contrast within those bounds as long as we don't change this. We're good. So we can do this. Then the next thing we need to do as well is the colors, because as we can see here, these darks have a lot of green, and it's not only because it's a tree, they just have green. And the brights have a cyan, have a bit of cyan, and maybe a bit of green as well. Maybe we can tweak that with color balance, which I don't use a lot, because it's not the most precise, but it might help us with this specific thing. No contrast, make it flatter. I mean, the base image is pretty flat. So shadows, we are adding green. Maybe a little bit of cyan as well. And highlights is mostly cyan, I think. Getting close. And there we go. We got some shadows here, we got some highlights here, and some midtones all over here. Here, it definitely looks greenish, but it looks more integrated, I think. Hello, Polo Choi 3. Okay, we're adding some shadows now. Just starting with the contact shadows right below wherever he's touching. Oh, this is kind of soft, isn't it? Find this group, this layer here. No, layer... Is that the one? Yeah. That's better. He's recycling. Recycling baby. I mean, yeah, this is what this whole creature is. Baby recycling. Okay, so contact shadows are very important because it's basically telling the eye where your subject, the thing you're adding, where it's interacting with its background. And how close it is. It tells a bunch of things. So they're important. Even though they might look small and not really that relevant. Okay, so this is contact. Big environmentalist. Very big, indeed. It's supposed to be more like a body bag. I don't know if it's made of... I think it's more like trash bags, really. I don't know what Trevor intended, but it's my understanding at least. Having some things here. Oh, I think that's just a wrinkle. That's fine. Okay. This is long shadows. We don't have that many to make, I think. Because, okay, let's check the shadows around him. This box here. Okay, so the just for reference, the sun is coming like this, right? If we check the corner here and how it where it ends up here, or the corner here and where it ends up down here, probably. We got the direction of the sun. So we would have a shadow that does this here. Covers the box. I'm just painting it in black for now and then we'll adjust. Does it like eat the garbage or something? I don't know if there's any official explanation on it. Knowing Trevor, I'm gonna bet it's just a case of, oh, I thought it looked cool. Manny Moyo, thank you for the follow. And I do agree it looks cool. I'll not discuss Trevor or debate Trevor on that.
When you were playing that record, what were you thinking?
Over here, probably make a dent in the shadow. Probably here. What else? Be something like this as well. Definitely on here, because it's just covering this whole area. It's probably getting some of the sun blocked. You want me to save? Thank you. I haven't saved in a while. Okay, Gala. Buenas noches. So the body should be small. Yes, the body is just this. The body's in here. The rest is just trash. Why did I do this? Must have misclicked. Okay, so these long shadows, I think that should cover the main ones. Let me know if I missed any. We need to give them a green color. That means going here, colorize a little bit brighter and give them some green. Or it's bluish green. It's more like this, I think. Should I overlay them like this? Yeah. Let me do overlay and then change the color a little bit more. Of the Solway Spaceman. What's that? Doesn't ring a bell? Doing the color here is a bit hard. A bit darker. Oh, only too harsh here. Oh, teach me a word in Spanish. Okay. Trash. Trash is basura. So if you want to call someone trash, you can call them basura. Greenish blue, as I like to call it, glue. Last time I had a nightmare was a giant monster like looks like this. Oh, maybe you should get that checked out. Maybe you sure it was a nightmare and not a memory. This British guy took a picture of his daughter and when we got developed, there was a strange figure behind her. Okay, let me check that out. Solway Spaceman. I've seen this one, yeah. I think I remember seeing this one. Just a guy. I like that. He was found to be his wife, okay. That clears it. And yeah, of course, you have my blessing to call people trash using this word. Go into the world, cause chaos. I think I more or less got it. It's hard to do though. And over here is definitely gonna have to be reduced. Hablas español. So I was teaching you a word in Spanish and you already knew. Well, there you go. I think I might do something different than overlay. Maybe soft light with a little bit more darkness here. You know what, I'll just fix it manually. It's dumb to go back and forth in the same thing. Just wasting time. You're using Photoshop or another website? I'm using Photoshop, yes. This is Photoshop. Okay, what else? Oh, we obviously need shadows on him. That is important. Because right now, a lot of places kind of match where the shadow should be. Because I already placed the bags like that. But definitely not all of them. Like under the arm here, should be one shadow. Under this one, definitely. And that also implies like stamping down this small reflections, because obviously there can't be a specular reflection like this in a place that is in shadow. Just translate there. It does need some blurring or some noise. It definitely does. I usually keep that to the end though. Once I'm done with everything, I just combine and add the noise and the blurring as needed. Notice I missed this here. There we go. Okay, now that everything is kind of in its place, let's say, it's gonna take all this. I'm gonna rip it up, merge. Oh shoot, I should merge the shadows. Hold on. There we go. I'll just take this. From here to here. And this, now this is what I'll merge. Now it's all in a single layer. So we can blur it, we can blur it like this. Learn how to get a pirated version of Adobe Photoshop. A ton of places where you shouldn't go. But just Google it, it's very easy to find. What is that sitting in front of his feet zone? This thing? I don't know, it looks like some kind of box, mailbox, something. No, it can't be a mailbox in the backyard. I have no idea what it is. It's kind of covered in plastic. It's warping the very fabric of space and time. This kind of blurring. This level looks pretty decent. More than that is a bit too much. 03, 05 maybe? Okay, hold on. Putting it like this. Let's see. I think this should be fine. Or somewhere like 06. And in terms of noise, the picture is not very noisy by itself. But I'll just add noise on top of the whole thing. What I'll do now, just to check if my levels and everything are correct, I'll do a threshold. So I'll check the brightest. And he appears there. In terms of brightness is pretty alright. And in terms of darkness, he's darker than his environment, but not by that much. It is actually pretty cool. Just by itself. Looks very nice. But that's not what we are doing. Mr.Bag's son. Me gusta eso, pero no entiendo inglés. Lo siento, el stream lo hago en inglés siempre. Porque al final es lo que más gente ve. I was saying that. At the end of the day, I do the stream in English only because that's like what most people that watch me speak. Okay, I think I'm pretty alright with this. Let me know if you guys see anything that jumps out to you, all that stuff, all that good critique, you know. Otherwise, we can jump into this. Go with the tint here. It just adds a little bit of that green. We can enforce that. Oh, we can remove it. We can remove the tint, but it makes the picture look so boring, I think. We can also go to the other tint. This one is also pretty 80s. Jumps out of me sometimes. It kind of does, yeah. I'm wondering what's the mum out of the fractals. Hold on. Let me go back. And this is a hunch here, but a bit more on the color balance here, because I got it a bit lower towards the green. Oh, I understand what's happening now with the shadows and why they were hard to mess with. It's because they were affected by the color balance layer as well. I'm done. Oh, that's fixed now. That was easier than I expected. So all that messing with them. I think you should make the shadows on the building with a fan? What do you mean? Oh, here. In the back here? Could be. Maybe not the hand, because the hand is... the shadow would be projected down here, judging from the fan. Maybe like here behind the fan? Would be projected behind, towards the back. Would they fall? The picket fence, definitely. We need to do that on the picket fence at least. Which I didn't notice until now. I don't know if we'd see any of it though. What I'm trying to figure out. Is it pretty much towards the back? And even... so it's pretty much midday. It is very from straight ahead. But a little bit to the right. And from the front, because as we can see here, there's a shadow. You actually don't think there would be any in the wall behind them. It would be, but it would be projected in the ground here, I believe. I don't know, let me know if I'm missing the mark here. Sometimes shadows can be very hard to wrap your head around, at least for me. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's do that then. Then I think, apart from the color balance, it might be one of the reasons it jumps out a little. I'm assuming this is kind of gray, making the shadow a bit blue actually. I think maybe we can bring blue into the shadows here, or even manually just with a color layer here. Maybe I want to add a little bit of that into the shadows. Yeah, I think that fits. And at the end there's a little fan. What? I still think since we don't see the end of the fan's shadow, it tracks that we also wouldn't see the end of the arm shadow because it would fall to the side of that. So if we saw the shadow end here, I think we'd see the rest of the arm. But I don't think that's the case here. So let's check it out in camera raw. Which is the best filter because it's 40 filters rolled into one, so. I'm going to go with increased exposure, I think. Because this is basically the inverse of hiding something in the shadows. It's just hiding it in very, very strong daylight, right? That could be nice. The other hand is either reflective light or shadow below it. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, I get one, like this part here. And now that I increase the contrast, I'm seeing this area, this, and this. That jumps out to me. So that was a nice way of seeing what we need to change. So I'm gonna go here in soft light. And it's mainly the areas we added shadows manually to. We probably overdid it. Just a little bit. Here. Let me kind of cut out this here. I think was like the rim, like the edge, hard edge of the plastic bag. But it was confusing, so getting rid of it. And soft lights. Any other area, maybe this here. Let's say a little bit of reflective light on here. Reflective surfaces are a mess. Very hard to work with. What made you come up with this idea? Well, I wanted to do... This is not my creature, by the way. This is Trevor Henderson's. And yeah, I wanted to do something for him. And I really like this creature. I've already done a couple of Trevor's creatures before. I've done, let me show you. I've done this one of Siren Head. You know the guy. And I've done... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Long Horse. A bit more of a realistic style, not as found footage as the others. Is your flow always at 38%? It gets to 38% on its own. I'm probably changing it somehow with some key combination of keys I don't know. But yeah, I have to increase it all the time. It's pretty annoying. Siren Head? You guys have heard of Siren Head? It's a pretty cool thing, like a pretty hidden gem. Not a lot of people know about it. Snow Devil though. Snow Devil lol. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Okay, adding a little bit more. A little bit more highlights just for fun while we're here. The good thing is you can just draw on this. It's such a complicated texture anyway that it's not too noticeable if you just add a little texture yourself, I think. Tricks and traps. Yeah, you know Siren Head, the SCP. I recently in the Discord, since I mean it's not only a Discord for the streams or anything, it's for a bunch of horror artists, and I had a lot of people from SCP come in, right? To the point where the administrator of the SCP Twitter account came in. So I'm always asking him for, hey, can you reply to this guy? And I don't know, they're very good at snarky replies. So it's always fun to mess with people when they come into my work and ask, oh, is this SCP? I just have the official SCP account reply, nope. Yeah, let me know if you, or if you're in the, if you get into the Discord. Just let us know if anyone does and this kind of comments, and we'll ping the the Twitter administrator of that account. I've already done it for other people. I don't always do it for my tweets. If I see like someone under the other day I saw someone under Gabe. Gabe, I mean, Crabdominal Pain on Twitter, sorry. And I had them reply to that. It is CP 170. I'm sorry, I'm don't know the names of the numbers of SCPs. You gotta show me the image or something. I'm very bad at recognizing those. I will do something SCP though in the future. I'm in talks with some cool, like, well-known SCP authors, DJ Cactus, mostly DJ Cactus and others, who's working on a story, and I'm gonna do the images for it. It's gonna be kind of a collab. So people are gonna lose their fucking minds. The moment I post something, I said, yes, this is SCP. Go wild. You guys can go wild with this one. That's gonna be a fun one. It would be hilarious if Trevor wrote an SCP. It would. It would be cool. I mean, I honestly, we laugh about SCP and stuff, but I really like it. It's a very cool collaborative project. There's a lot of creative people in there. So if we see me joke about this, hey, just of the 6, rating with the party of 15. Hello everybody, welcome in here. How are you guys? So, for those that don't know me, which I guess is most of you, hey, I do horror art, just creepy pictures with Photoshop. It's all photo manipulation, just combining different pictures. This guy here is... Remember to save, thank you. This guy here is Mr.Bag. It's a Trevor Henderson creation. You might know him as the guy that did Siren Head, for example. Yeah, so Aries, Just of the 6, Flowers, Nyx, Steffi. Hi everybody. Thank you for that follow. Nothing weird in here at all. All regular. We're all regular on here. So this is the first thing we did on this stream. This is... Thank you, Nyx. This is based on an old folkloric tale from my region, which is a host of ghosts that'll go visit you the days before you die, and they hold bones with kind of lit up like candles. So I don't know, I wanted to do something folkloric for my region. This is an actual picture from a house in my region. I don't know, something a little bit different to what I usually do. And this is just a classic monster, classic internet monster that I'm doing. So yeah. I give you a private parade, basically, and then you die. So yeah, very regular stream. I'm what you'd call a regular streamer. Anyway, we're doing top level edits on this, which means I'm just taking the whole picture and editing things. Just like to give it pretentious names. So what I did here is increase the exposure, because what you usually do with monsters is you hide them in the shadow, right? In this case, we're in broad daylight. So I thought, why don't I hide it in daylight? And just increase the exposure a lot and make it kind of hard to see, but because it's overexposed. So I'm turning that on, that classic like monster thing on its head. I am turning the blacks here down, because that way the edge doesn't get affected as much. Although, at the end of the day, we can always cut the edge and like bring the original edge back in after this. So I'm not going to care too much about it, actually. It's a good day. Is the UCR in any way inspired by the Foundation? The UCR is kind of a thing that we came up on the Discord server. The original purpose of it was kind of a catch-all, like, just... I made it up on the spot, actually. Just an organization to catch Hellkite, which Hellkite is a cryptid that we made up by the community. So it looks like... It looks like this. It's a kind of, well, this is a dead version, but the idea was to make up a cryptid and let people make evidence for it, and try to make it like realistic, as realistic as possible evidence. So this is a thermal image, because a Hellkite can do camouflage. So the UCR came up from that, and then it kind of expanded into its own thing. I guess it does have a little bit of Foundation vibes, but it's its own thing. I like the overexposed idea. Yeah, thank you. It was kind of random, but I think it's gonna work. I'm actually gonna bring the clarity lower, which I don't usually do. Gonna sharpen everything a little bit. It should help. I'm gonna add some grain. Some good old grain is always good. You'll never see me shy away from grain. What did you miss? We've more or less finished this. And we're adding some things like overexposing it to, instead of hiding the monster in the shadows, like it's usually done, we're hiding it in the light, in a way. I'm gonna add vignette, but bright, because again, we're overexposing this. And of course, I'm gonna have to re-add this edge after, but will be a worthy sacrifice. Actually, let me do this. Let me find a better midpoint. Too much. Can't go too high with wide vignettes. It looks a bit too weird. Have to enter shoot. Okay. Good luck with it. Have fun. Went to drink water. That's good. Stay hydrated. Okay. I'm still noticing some bad things, like this shadow here. We can fix it on top. We can... Just small things that we need to fix up. Again, that's before and after. Okay, so I want to do this without the camera filter. And I want to... do a selection here where I catch all the four sides. Alright. There we go. And just kind of continue it. Like that. Okay, a little bit here. Oh, I actually didn't catch the side at all here. Okay, now I'm doing a blend if. I'm only showing the layer and the parts that are dark. Oh, joy, thank you. There we go. That way we don't have to worry about this edge. And we can just overexpose this as much as we want, to our heart's content. Well, thank you. We appreciate that. I'm actually gonna reduce contrast. I really want to punch up the highlights here. Okay, it looks a bit more natural now. Looked a bit too overexposed in the shadows before. Okay, things I want to do is... Oh, that is... There we go. This part here that looked extremely dark. Part here as well. And then I want to do... Let's see, maybe soft light. Either just pure white from here and go over the edge. Kind of like the white is bleeding into, which is something cameras do. When it's very overexposed, it kind of bleeds into the whatever's nexus to it. And it does help with that thing of hiding it in the bright light. Shadow might be a bit too strong here. Okay, how are we feeling about this? I'm gonna do color as well. Thank you, Cryptid. I really, this is the part I enjoy the most about doing an edit, is the moment where it clicks, right? There's always a moment where suddenly you look at it and you see that, oh shit, that actually works. Because for the longest time while you're doing an edit, it looks like shit. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It just looks bad. It just looks like a bunch of JPEGs you've put together and just thrown together like this. So there's a moment, you know, like the magical moment is when maybe you zoom back after a while and you're like, oh, that's good. That now actually feels like a thing that is there. I don't know. I'm at that moment now. I'm feeling right. I'm feeling like it's right, like it's good. Tell your dad thank you. I'm sure he's a very cool man. So I'm softening this edge quite a bit because it's against such a bright sky. I don't know. I want it to be soft. And the face looks perfect, I think. Exactly, it looks like a collage until it doesn't. I'm gonna go to color. It brings some of that more turquoise, however you say that. Here, and some of the green as well. Mr.Bag blooms. It's glowing. Sorry if I zoom in and out a lot. It just, especially at the end of the process, I really like zooming out, looking at the big picture, and trying to find little things to fix. Gonna do some color on here. Color here as well. Coloring the plastic a little so it feels like it's... Because before it felt like there was some grass behind it. It didn't really feel like the bag is there. Now it looks a bit better. I would maybe give $30 for it. Oh, thank you. Thanks. I would ask for much more though. My commissions tend to be a little bit higher than $30. Oh, I still need to flip. Flipping is important, because sometimes it lets you know of weird things going on. I think it looks right. Kind of looks like it's advancing. It's kind of stretching in between the two walls. Kind of slug-like, or maybe even like there's a leg in here. And it's kind of stiff and it's just pushing the whole bag. I don't know, ambiguous, which is right for this guy. Oh, there's definitely one thing. Here, this shadow. Probably use this. There we go. This here. That's much better. You'd give a cursed clown doll. That I accept. He's on stilts in the bag. I like that interpretation as well. Rips on your fence, just leaves a trail of trash all around. How much do you think it would be worth? This? Gosh, I don't know. This kind of commission... These days, so for commissions, I usually charge differently depending on who I'm charging. Like, imagine if you're a small artist and like small artists and you want this as a album cover, maybe do $100. If you're a business, I do way more. And for example, I do open smaller personal commissions from time to time, which are way cheaper. I actually am planning to open them soon, but they're like $30 to $60. So those are way more affordable, and they're meant to be like a little bit smaller things. I wouldn't do something like this for one of those commissions, right? I wouldn't, or if I did, it would be, I wouldn't put so much time into it, right? Because I'm dealing with way more volume as well. Yeah, if you're an artist, charge fairly. Charge for the time you put into things, for the effort, and for all the years you've spent learning, all the skill you have that the client doesn't. That is valuable. So get that bread, you guys. I want you to go out there and get that bread. It would be tearing all over the place. I would actually, yeah, I would love that image. It's like leaving a trail. So one thing I have is Control F tied to flip. And it's just, it's not a real flip. I'm not flipping the whole image. It's just a way to look at it. But as you can see from the preview here, it's actually not flipped. But yeah, it's a nice way. Actually, we haven't flipped this one. We might find some errors. I think we're good though. Imagine it hasn't ripped in like a year. Oh no. Really ripe. I hate that image. Charge 4 times the amount you're thinking. Exactly. And I mean, also, if you're an artist, just your art style and your specific thing that you do that they're hiring you for is also valuable. So also charge more for that. The insides have the consistency of no face from Spirited Away. Yeah, I like that. Music. There it is. Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty much done with this. I'll save it as a JPEG.